welcome back to Tim Hotel TV. We have the same guys with us, but we have one of our comeback players of the year nominees right here. You were battling injury, check. How does it feel to finally be healthy?
It feels good. I had to wait all that time to get cleared. Feel good.
Right.
It feel good to be back.
I feel it, man. No one in the league has as much passion I feel than Check right here. He brings each week. But this game here we're talking about, this could be Checo's debut here. Texans versus Cardinals. This is a rematch of Week 4.
Week 4, yep.
Where the Texans, I believe they won
34-18.
34-18. But I believe the Cardinals were shorthanded in players. What do you guys think, Chris? What do you think about this matchup here?
Yeah, I mean, this is our other big marquee game, the Cards and Texans, the 3 and 4 teams. I just need to know, are the Cardinals ready for the big time? Have they ever won the chip? They haven't. I mean, they seem to play well every once in a while, and then they get to the playoffs and choke. This is a huge game for them. I don't know if they've really been tested. I don't know if they've been tested yet this year. So far, they've lost to the Falcons, and they lost to the Texans, right? They have not played the Pac-9 or the Colts, so they haven't been tested by the best. And so the Texans, if they've already lost to the Texans once, this is a chance to step towards saying, hey, we are for real. We are contenders, not pretenders.
Right.
And this is going to be their time. They have to beat the Texans. If they lose twice to the Texans, I would be very nervous as a Cardinal fan because I don't know if you're going to see much more than Week 1 in the playoffs, and that's it. The Texans are a tale of two seasons. They started off 4-0, shocked the world. They're undefeated, the greatest team ever. Last 3 weeks, they're 0-3. Beating the Cardinals was their biggest win. I think it's going to be hard, for the Texans to beat a team twice. But I mean, for both of them, it's an important game because they got to stop this skid going into the playoffs. And the Cards need to show that they're not pretenders and that they're contenders.
Right. Speaking a little bit about the Cards, when you start to look at MVPs of the league, you see a couple guys that even from this team alone. To where they're having great seasons. You got Khalid Moore, 30 receptions, or he has more receptions now, but he has 17 touchdowns, which brings them two to the record, 3 to break, going against the Texans.
Get that this week.
You also have the quarterback of the Cardinals leading the league, Buck leading the league in touchdown passes going into the season. And then you also have the tackle leader, who I believe is about 11 or so behind the record for most tackles in the season, held by Joker. They have a very talented team. One thing that I've noticed, I got to spend a lot of time on the sideline, is they're not a team that likes to play from behind. I've seen a lot of frustration a little bit going in to that week. Now, Cornell was able to keep their composure, and they were able to get momentum and come back and win. That's what good teams do, right? They're able to overcome those adversities.
It was a huge win for them.
But going against one of the tougher teams like the Pac-9 or the Colts, a lot of times teams are playing from behind. So they have to be able to deal with those emotions going forward because it could be, hazardous to their season going forward. But they have the talent there. I think this is one of the most talented teams Cornell has had. And I think they're still kind of young with a lot of the players that they have. And even being a little short-handed last week, they were able to come back and beat the Eagles. Check, you were on the Cardinals sideline a little bit. What do you think is the key for your Texans to come back and beat them?
I mean, looking at it this way, last week, our mistakes cost us the game versus the Chargers. I was on punishment for not doing what I had to do. But this week, it's going to be – outcome's going to be the same.
Do you think they have an answer to stop you, Check, in this game?
No.
No. Do you think you've been training for this your whole life here, and the Cardinals I know you guys had a little falling out to where
I'm gonna explain what.
You don't have to explain everything in detail, but you had a falling out.
We had a falling out, but like I said, best of luck to the Cardinals this season. Hopefully, we will.
Why are you not showing your face?
My fault.
Uh-huh.
But hopefully we will, meet each other again. Hopefully in the playoffs.
Right.
If we pull off this
Do
win.
you think constantly you haven't been able to play with your team yet? Do you think it's gonna take a while for you to mesh with them, or?
I mean, give or take. Hopefully Saturday I should be ready to go. Hopefully I might still be a game time decision. I don't know yet. Depending on how my knee feeling.
Okay, gotcha. Now, real quick, you played the Texans. Were you in that game?
Yeah, I played.
You were at that game, and they embarrassed you guys.
Yeah, we ain't have our players. That's no excuse to why we lost, but we lost because we didn't have our players. Though.
Right. So the week before that, I think you guys, or the 2 weeks before that, you went to Wendy's.
Yeah.
Then you get blown out by the Texans, kind of bring you back to reality. Then you guys have bounced back,
Yeah.
and you guys have been, putting up a lot of points.
I think like last week we faced that was our first time being in adversity.
With a lot, most of your players there.
Yeah, like most of our players, that was our first time. That's how I knew like we was a good team. Like any other team, we down by like 20 first half.
Right.
They come back and win the game, but within 2 minutes, 3 minutes, that's how I know like we a good
Now
team.
we talked a little bit about Cornell being a very emotional coach, and Kenny and Xavier. Now, do you guys think you guys feed off of that? Because you guys are very emotional, most of you guys.
Like,
I know you are for sure.
I got emotional last week, like,
Uh-huh.
but I kept it together, like, cause Cornell and Kenny they kept me together. Like,
Gotcha, good.
and
good.
like the team go off of energy, like whoever energy is, like if I got good energy, then the team gonna have good energy.
And this is your first year playing in the league?
Yeah, a couple of players on our team first year.
Gotcha.
Like,
And so
Khalid, Sharif, our first year.
So what for you is I guess for all you guys coming in and kind of dominating your first year, what has been the key to that success? Has a coach prepared you guys for the season coming up, or
Like it's just we already had that chemistry playing together, so
where'd you guys play at?
we played for Southern,
Southern, okay.
and then we
Gotcha.
played Pop Warner all our life
Check.
together.
Uh-huh.
We played Pop Warner all our life together.
Gotcha. So you guys already had that, and you guys have brought that in
Yeah, we
and
brought
kind
that
of been
to
able. Now, flag football is different than tackle, but have you been able to use some of that same kind of skills?
Yeah, like sometimes like people get intimidated by being aggressive. That's how I get tackled. Like,
Right. So that's the key. So it's almost like you're making a tackle where you're kind of trying to wrap them, but
Yeah.
you're going for both flags, not being scared to miss or make a play or make contact. And that's a good advice for everyone in the league.
well, you can't tell me. Man, I told him my secret.
You got to get back to the younger players. Look, Check is writing notes right now.
He older
but
than me.
that's yet to be proven. But real quick, guy, hey Chris.
Yeah.
So I believe for either one of these teams, a win could almost solidify them in the top 4. A loss could probably drop them 5, 6, something like that, depending on what could happen.
It's in the middle is crazy. It's really hard to tell because there's so many matchups. and
Right.
stuff. But I think this is the Cards' time. I think this is going to be a time. It's going to be a statement game that they're contenders, not pretenders. I think this is the game where it's got to happen. I think they're going to come out strong, play strong on both sides of the ball. I think they're going to win 40-12.
Wow. 40-12.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I know you're liking that score.
No, it's like, cause I know what we capable of. The Texans, we had a bad week that week. We coming.
So you ready to reintroduce yourself to the Texans?
We ain't even introduced ourselves yet. That's how I feel about the game. We don't know them.
Right, gotcha. So you're ready going in with all your boys, and you feel like you guys are
like
going to
this
get
a
a
whole
way
new
better
Cardinals.
game.
After that week last week, this a whole new Cardinals team.
Whole new Cardinals. I like it. What's your score?
What he said.
Woo! Another blowout.
40.
All right, check nasty. What you got, man?
I
you
mean-
used to ride with the Cards. Now you riding with the Texans. I know you still got love for them. What do you think that score's going to be?
I mean, you gotta realize going into week 4 when I was on Cardinals sideline when Texas beat them. I mean, this week hopefully if I play 30, and I know for a fact I'm gonna play 30, score is gonna be different because I will pull off a miracle. Hopefully I get my first pick. I don't know yet, but if I get my pick, I'm taking it right to the crib.
You want to pick Sharif?
You going to use that speed, huh? You going to pick Sharif? She said, so you telling Sharif right now, don't throw it to your side.
Sharif, do not throw to my
You
side.
FaceTime him? Oh, FaceTime him.
FaceTiming right now.
FaceTime them right now. And while they getting that little FaceTime together, for me, I feel like the Texans have been content with their early start of the season. What they start off 4-0 and have gone on a 3-game slide here. I'm not impressed with what I've seen from them the last 3 weeks. I blame mostly the coaching. They have the latest game of the week, yet their coaches still arrive late to the games. They don't warm up.
Yeah.
They're not disciplined. And I'm not putting that on the players. The players play hard, but it's hard for the players who start off so slow to have to try to cut back each and every week. That's all on the coaches. They don't want it. It's for what I see from the coaches.
And
they're not serious about this. They don't. We got Sharif for?
No, I don't know where
He
he
don't want no parts. Shaq. He must be watching live.
Look, listen. All I'm saying is this: come Saturday, I'ma literally enter my Chris Lamont's bag. I'm gonna be locked down lemons all game.
Listen.
Bro,
Listen,
I'm
can
telling
you stick
you.
Khalid? Can you stick Khalid? You said you was gonna
You
stick
said
Khalid.
bring Khalid to your side, right?
Bro,
My
bring
man
Khalid
Shaq
to my side, bro.
is not scared.
Lock
I
down
don't know
lemons all
Khalid,
game,
Hey
bro.
guys,
I'm
y'all
going 8 mode all
are you
game.
guys gonna bring your family this week? It's Family Day.
Yeah.
We're giving out team awards. Definitely come out and check us out. Me, I got the score. As you already know, I got the Cards a lot, Texans a little bit, all on the coaches. I think they're gonna start off the game
I think we got the best coaches in the league.
21-0 Cardinals, and then the Texans might score some in the second half. But,
Matter of fact, matter of fact, my score for that game gonna be 65-29.
are you bringing your family? That's what we want to know.
I don't believe that.
Why you wanna know? You trying to get up my eye?
Man, let's